fair amount of dive from LNG. Typically, you'd think an Ornn would be front to back. Hey, Frogs, how's it going? Hey, Elliot. And welcome to all the regulars in all of our other streams. Aki, yeah, no, Aki's gone for the standard build. Typically, your first back of the game for an AD skirmisher has been Longsword, Ruby Crystal, and a Control Ward. Helps you get onto that pretty quickly with a pretty decent amount of threat. Pillar will force the flash after Feather managed to land the combo. Good wave. You have the soul of TT that they used to have when they had Yukal, when they had Beichuan. Aki's occasionally been playing well, but largely this team has been just more and more 1xN favored, centric across the split. Aki, speaking of him, will take that first dragon of the game. TT not contested on that one. Equalizer thrown in from Hoya. He gets a good trade here. He gets, hang on a second, the overheat is a little nasty, that, but he's turned around by the Ornn ultimate call. The Forge Guard comes in. Another Flame Spitter coming through. Aki and Xiaofeng on the bottom side of the map. You see that the Wukong can hop over that pillar. Junglers nullifying. The G in LNG does stand for Glacial sometimes. Grub's started by TT. Perhaps they're looking to thaw this game out a little. Jump forwards onto the Alistar. No ult from the supports just yet. And that means that Alistar is very, very squishy. The Cyclone keeps rolling. But I think the wins are going to be stifled a little. TT take a 1-for-1, but by taking the enemy smite, they'll be able to get all 3 Grub. More like charged chatting. I can't think of anything more electric-related stuff right now. Actually, I probably could. Hang on a second. Oh, you've left your AD carry. It's got... Oh my god, he has to flash. Aki going to be chomping down on this one. Is there going to be a contest? If there is, well, Hoy's going to be in a great place for it. Zuka teleporting in now a little bit later. He might not be here for the initial play. Here comes Ovo. Where is that smite? It's coming through. Taken by the Wukong, and the kill comes through onto Rakan in return. 1 for Dragon as it stands. Haichao has resets, though, threatening. Gets another one. Haichao has another one to bring into the play if he wants to. He needs to not get through that minefield. Does he have another charge? Yes, he does. Where's the charm? Where's the charm? Fish 1 getting more damage down. Charm lands. Do they have another reset? Yes, they do. 3-man Ari ultimate. Another charge coming through. More resets on the board. Haichao has another one, and it's coming through. Oh my god, it's a pentakill in the early game on fake Azari skin. Haichao cleans up all 5. They could play patience while Ari's ult is going. That would be very entertaining. Just a little patience. Tower going down, Howl going down at the same time. A trade of objectives. Huge amounts of kills. It typically is 1xN because he is the core of this comp. But I don't know. You just gave a penta. TT would have loved to get themselves the second dragon. That they gave up not just the penta, but also the kill as well. Now I'm wondering what the earliest penta in pro game is. We've seen some XN play is much better than many in the league. Feather's also pretty good too. Aki, I think he's mid-table, right? I don't think their solo laners are necessarily better than their opponents is. Zuka probably, hang on, jumping forwards again. That's the equalizer. Not bad there, but here comes the penta killing. Ari gets a first kill already. That's a 7th for him. He can keep walking forwards. Remember, he still has that Leandries. Keeps ticking. If they get another kill, they get another reset. There you go. Another one there. Potentially even with the ult flash for a charm. Could go for it. Choosing not to. Another couple of kills over to LNG. Another kill over to Haichao. He's got... Folks, Haichao himself almost has a kill every 2 minutes as a single champion. Teleport to mid lane now. Setup fails to get that flick out of the brush. Hang on, Setup might have just died here. What is it with teleporting away from someone who's in danger? If they get any kind of damage onto him, chance of kill afterwards. Q comes through, the burn starts to tick, and the W takes him down, and an 8th kill for the Ari. My man, get yourself a frickin' Magi's. Where is your Magi's? If he had a Magi's right now, he'd have himself, what, 18 stacks? 19 either with an extra assist? My dude, there is a book being waiting for you to check it out in your local library. Mid lane out of turret taken by LNG. So we do that mean that in the Death Note sense. Light reading material. It's funny, trust me. Seekers will make it a lot easier to play around it. Ari roaming down the river now, but they won't need him this time. Setup taken way off, of course. Flash in for a not great ult, actually, from Zuka. There's an ult again. 2 ults charges used by Haichao. Starting to get that burn rolling. This time he ults a little bit early. More in there as well. So much damage between the carries and so much distance to do it from. There'll be another 2 kills going down. Feather lucky to make it out with his life. Oh, Vo taking a ton of damage, though, on the back end. Can't blame 1xN for the amount of damage he's putting out. Does Medjai's have pictures in it? Won't buy it if it doesn't have pictures. Yeah, it actually has, you know, it's like a sepia grayed out picture of all of your victims. That's gotten started up now. And with a number of people dead from TT, there won't even be a Medjai's Soul Stealer as I walk around like Comic-Con. Objective bounty taken by Hoya in a very long-term committed relationship. It would be very funny. Oh, God. Ugh. Dragon now available. Goddamn, I'm honestly just looking down at Haichao's inventory thinking you are throwing away snowballing potential. Ornn coming through with the ultimate now. 2-man knockup. Fed over once again on a great flank angle. Haichao will get himself another kill participation. Another couple. I'm not sure that ult was needed actually. Again, Ahri is going to absolutely destroy them. One does not have flash. Another charm could potentially kill Haichao using that Seekers now. Feather goes down on the other side. Haichao making good use of that Seekers, and this fight will fund him through to his active. I think that Zuka, Ovo, Xiaofeng have been a triple engage core, which have worked very, very well in this game. They'll take themselves a bot lane inner turret as well. Reminder, they gave up all grubs earlier this game, but don't really give. She's so damn good at using it. He doesn't need your free gold. He doesn't need those handouts. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe you should get like a Guardian Angel at the same time, you know, just really make sure he doesn't die. Although, his W is cancelled. He doesn't have flash. No one is around for his E. Great Capilla coming out. Quadruple knockup though from Zuka. Hang on a second. That's a subjugate onto the Ornn. You're not that tanky now. Haichao has jumped in with the Zhonya's and he has his ult running. Resets coming through again. That's a number of kills. Oh, it's popping off again. Haichao has been an assassin well and truly. Setup has a flash. He won't need to use it. Well, I say won't need to. It wouldn't have made a difference. Goes down for his 4th death of the game. 12-0. LNG have drafted. We did say that both teams were quite aggressive with the way that they played. They drafted in their comps, and we have seen that well and truly from LNG. TT have not had the ability to go defensive on the other side. They're going to wait for the respawn rather from Zuka. It'll be a 5-man Baron. As it's taken down by Xiaofeng. Smite. Zuka upgrading someone else with the Ahri again. And maybe the logic is Ahri is so fed they don't need the extra stats. He's 5,000 gold individually ahead. Cyclone coming forwards. And Feather and Aki, yep, they're not surviving this one. Haichao will jump into the brush. Damage coming through from the Chomp onto in the subjugate. Don't think it's going to be that much of a subjugation, though. It's capitulation instead. Another kill for the Ahri. Yeah, that one Patrick Star mode. Just another kill for Ahri. 13-0-5! What the hell? What the hell? They might even look to end the game here. Yet they could genuinely find a game-ending fight right now. You know, there's 2 dead from TT. They'll walk up and clear the inhibitor turret. Oh, okay, not quite. Of course, they do have the Baron buff. Ahri taking the inner turret on the top side. Hey, Mecha. Welcome back. 20 stream streak. You missed an Ahri pentakill. Yeah. You missed like a 7-minute Ahri pentakill around first dragon of the game. Ridiculous. Ridiculous stuff. 3-lane push. From TT. Could be from LNG. Could be possible here. Could walk in towards that bot side. Sats are currently clearing it. Double inhibitors being threatened. TT, do you have an engage? No. Feather could flash combo, but he doesn't have an ultimate, so he'd probably die on the entry to it. LNG could end on this push. They're currently 5,000 power play up, ult onto the Ahri. Does he have Zhonya's? Does he need it? Taking some damage down. Doing quite low, but the reset's coming through. Give him a ton of HP from his passive. He'll recall, teleport back in. This will be the game. It'll be before 28 minutes. This should be the game. Haichao can teleport back in. Hell, he might even still have an ult charge left, but he comes in, and now he gets the Magi's! Now the game's over, my dude! Read the goddamn content manual! Another couple of kills coming through. Why not? Leona gets locked in. Tanky allows you to reach something like that. Smolder, perhaps they were thinking, look, if we don't lock in the Leona, we might just give Smolder a free team fight. Walk up and threaten a kill. Setup, no teleport to come back in. The flash flown earlier is going to... The flash blown earlier, not flown earlier. Is going to force him down to over a 10 CS deficit. Xiaofeng gets himself a... surviving long enough for the shockwave to come in. It's kind of like... oh, was it Emil Heskey for... Hang on, there we go. Holding, that's the striker or whatever it is. Flashing forwards. There is still no flash for a couple of seconds on the Annie. Don't even need the shockwave. I think they were afraid that the flash was coming up now. It's coming up in like 2 seconds. It is up now. If it had been delayed a little longer, so that would have made the difference. God damn. Xiaofeng with the Emil Heskey play. the holding midfielder, whatever it is. But you walk up and you, hang on a second. That's an ult from Sion. Not sure that's really what they wanted it to be. It's going to ping onto Leon. It's not bad damage, you know. That's actually not bad at all. And they have the Nocturne. No flash on the Pantheon. Yeah, he's just dead. Both globals pulled out from Xiaofeng, Aki, and then I suppose Hoya as well. It's even longer range than the other two, so that was the true global hit. They're all semi-globals. Comes out to 1 for 1. I guess it is the easy way into River. Can you actually hold on to that choke point, though? Yeah, maybe you can, actually. Xiaofeng can pull the dragon out a little bit. Don't want to walk too far up here. Now they're walking forwards. Aki. Okay. Flashes out of the shockwave. Hai Chao maybe should have just waited for the flash. You didn't have full CC there. CC chain wasn't going to come in. Smolder's going to hit 2 with his ultimate. Not the worst. Time force the flash out. Aki repositioning a little bit with that ult potentially. Xiaofeng caught out, jumping into the middle. Now is Aki. Chooses a little bit of time. Waits a little bit to get onto that AD carry. Fish 1 is down. A lot of the AD carry damage will go with it. Hai Chao, no shockwave to turn this fight. Zucker will be able to bring out that Smolder. Can he get out? Not the Smolder, rather. Again, brings out the Nocturne. Zucker trying his goddamn best. Gets a kill in the backline. And K'Sante starts to do K'Sante things. There's no more mana on this Sion. And somehow Zucker carries the back end of the fight. What can't this top laner do? Zucker, 2-0-1. The K'Sante strikes again. Despite the fact they lose their AD carry early into the play. Zucker gets a incredible turnaround. With. I don't have the K'Sante thingy. I started up now. LNG, can they get themselves a big fight? Sat to flash forwards, flash back from Xiaofeng. Not caught out this time. Civ is not in a great position. LNG, I don't like the way that they're positioning right now. Okay, that's a blast code and a half. Where's the shockwave? Might need it to bail him out. That is not a great solar flare either. What the hell is happening with this? Rel into the backline. Xiaofeng in the front. Or rather, Zucker is as well. The shockwave is on to Tibbers. What is happening? LNG give up the dragon. They get 1 kill. Trying to look for the all-out. They'll manage to bring him back. Zucker trying to go man mode once more. Here comes the Pantheon. Where are they jumping onto with that? Getting the increased movement speed. Setup, no flash. That'll be 2 for 1. 2 for none, rather. 2 for Dragon. Can they get anything more off of it? No. I mean, the Herald are going to mid lane, but I don't think it does that much more. They don't have any grubs. Can they get the full turret? It's going to be a full channel Q onto this Herald. Okay, mid lane out of turret. That makes it better. That does genuinely make it better. Well, Smolder's not in position just yet. It's coming down to about 2/3 HP. It's a little slow. Aki could ult in, look for a steal. He might die to do so. Trying to hold the Tribro. Zucker trying to be the front line as well. Smolder ult over the top. Gets vision of them. Where's Aki going? He's going in and he doesn't get it. Now does he die on the retreats. Gets himself a little bit of move speed. Well, does he have a flash? No. He goes down. They lose the Atacant and they lose their jungler. Shockwave pulls back the attitude. Disaster. As he's even delivered Zucker into the backline. Can they find more kills with this? Potentially. 1xN has the 225. Can he get himself any more damage? A flick back onto him. The Atacant slows coming through. The damage. Do they have one more Q perhaps? No, they can't even get themselves the execute. LNG find the Atacant and the team fight. Day, folks. He has struggled. He has struggled indeed. And Zucker, what a game he's having on the other side of it. Another fight in picture. Now, you do have to pay attention to that Smolder, who does have that 225. Flashing forwards, the solar flare is not great. I guess they don't need it to be great at that point. Aki jumping on to Fish 1. Perhaps they can catch out the Civ. The spell shield does not block the fear. Might be able to assassinate the AD carry. Ultimate comes through from Smolder. And yes, they will get the assassination on the backline. It's just 1xN in terms of AD carry damage now. Where's the extra damage coming through? Hai Chao might be able to get something more. Ultimate coming through from the Pantheon. Which angle is it choosing? It's choosing the midway through the jungle. Might be able to cut them off at the pass. Doesn't have flash coming up in the next few seconds. And the ultimate. No! Is it going to be enough? Kill onto that Smolder. Can't get the execute. Feather, not able to buy time, has Magnet Storm. Doesn't matter. Will be taken down. Double kill for Zucker. LNG find a fight once again. 4 for 2 this time. They don't even need their AD carry for the DPS. That should tell you a lot about this game. They don't even need an AD carry in a late game team fight. That's how badly it's been going. Hoya, crazy, I know. Call me mad. Perhaps the G in Glacial is thawed finally. Dragon taken by LNG. Put them up onto soul points. Low-key Ovo is playing really badly right now. He's actively trying to... Now, if Ultra Prime were to lose and they go to -8, things get a little weird. They're 1-on-1. Yeah, I mean, LTT, they better win this game for themselves. Otherwise, things get nasty. Baron started. E used by Pantheon to block out the Smolder ultimate. Setup on the flank has flash. Doesn't have his stun up just yet. Ovo has a shield. Sivir pulled, but Fishball's taking a ton of damage. Not a great solar flare again. 1xN does not have flash, but he might not need it. Q coming through from him, splashing across the team. Pantheon right into the middle of the team. Here comes Aki again. Fish one. Assassination on the table here. The stun comes through, and the knockdown goes down. Aki can't see the job done. Haichao flashing out from Setup's damage now. It's all on 1xN with the last remaining DPS. Can he get anything down? Shockwave on Setup. The Annie will go down too. So 1xN needs to get more damage down. Where is this Smolder? He has to back off. He doesn't feel like he's got enough to go. And LNG will take away 2 quick kills. Even though Fish 1 was brought low, I think Fish 1 has had some great damage onto him. Hang on, second there. Fire Shout Funk, some damage coming across. 1xN. Flash coming up soon. It's just on cooldown during that. Kills. He has to walk over again. They walk into River. One more Q, a little bit of damage coming through. A little bit more damage will lead to the execute. Flash forward, but the stun misses from Feather. And it'll open up 1xN to get jumped on by the Pantheon. Oh, Feather. That's a misplay. 1xN not able to flash away to safety either. LNG do not lose anyone, despite the health bars blinking. And a little bit of fast and loose play. LNG should walk back towards the Baron now. Aki does have smite, does have ultimate. Does he walk in for the rest of the play? Quite low HP bars here. Ultimate coming back up from Annie again. Could be another Tibbers coming through. How long have they been leashing this goddamn Baron? Its regen has gone back down, under half HP. Aki, no paranoia, no flash. Can he get into the pit? I don't know now at this point. There is, however, Tibbers, and there is also the side ultimate. Zuka goes out of the pit, paying bodyguard. A stun onto Ovo, goes down, but he will trade his life to make sure that Annie cannot get a multi-stun into the pit. Baron taken, Setab goes down again, and LNG will find themselves 10,000 gold lead ahead. And with a dragon, which would give them soul in a minute. One item burst combo, but I just don't think it's got value in this game. Chemtech soul will go to LNG, and now the fast and loose play, if it does come through, a little easier to play around. You get extra damage when you're below 50% HP, and of course, extra damage. We're about to get some more XP from just a little bit more minion XP. 80 carries, level there too. Well, it's one of our only first 3 series here today, folks. We have WE Top Esports coming up next, then Weibo IG for our last series of the day. Ultimate sounded by Sion and quickly turned away. An E from from Xiaofeng rather, sorry. Will speed him up, get him out the way. W procs decent damage there actually, not bad damage from the Smolder. 1xN gets a good WQ combo. Things get really scary. He does have flash, no cleanse for just now. Trying to wave clear through as best as he can. Shockwave hits no one. Maybe that's okay for TT. Perhaps they can wave clear safely now. If that shockwave hit onto people, perhaps would have broken the base. Only 20 seconds left now of LNG's Baron buff. They're 1-3-1ing, trying to push in all 3 lanes. It's not going to lead to that much. It's only chunks onto these inhibitor towers, not the actual towers themselves. 4,000 gold is not bad. LNG do not have any grubs to keep pushing the issue. Mid lane out of inner turret, brother. Inhibitor, blah, whatever, blah. Smolder, blah, blah, blah. Mid inhib goes down. That's the easiest one to wave clear from TT for them, but it's still the base broken. Perhaps they can walk up for a little bit more damage on this bot one. They do have decent wave clear, though, with that Smolder. He's stacking. Stun onto Cassante. Uses his W to go unstoppable. Smolder ult coming through. Not bad. Hits onto 2 people. Shield comes a little late there. 1xN doesn't have himself the Lord Dominus Regards just yet, though. Another inhib turret will fall. LNG actually pulling off a 1-3-1 fairly effectively right now. Saying, look, you don't have the stats to engage onto us. And get some value. 1xN needs to back. Can he get himself Last Whisper, at least? Yes, he does. Close towards his Lord Dominus Regards. Sion ult towards top side. Goes unstoppable. Nothing really achieved there. 5,000 HP. That's going to be like a 70 AD item. Now, typically, you know, Cassandra doesn't use it that much. But he won't turn it down, will he? Stun onto the teleporting Sion. Not bad damage from 1xN on the backline. Solarfare's not fantastic. Sivir having to contend with the Tibbers, and the Tibbers user has gone down. Xiaofeng goes into the backline, and 1xN chunked out so heavily and killed by a Comet Spear. Like a bolt out of the heavens, Xiaofeng kills down the last remaining hope of TT. LNG will mount themselves a late comeback in the split, finding only their 2nd series win. They are not technically eliminated from Group Nirvana just yet. They will keep themselves alive for another day in the race.